Welcome my dear listeners. Stay with me to get the spoilers first and subscribe to the channel. Let's find out what's going to happen on The Bold and the Beautiful. Liam is pulled back into Hope and Steffy's war as hope for the future is put on hold again. The latest Bold and the Beautiful spoilers are getting us ready for one of those soap opera headaches that always seem to get bigger. The week of April 27 to May 1st, Steffy Forrester Finnegan puts hope for the future on hold again, which is the start of Liam Spencer's problem. This decision is enough to send Hope Logan Spencer into a new round of anger. Hope might complain to Liam about Steffy putting her line aside again, and Liam might do what he usually does best in these situations. Listen, reassure and try to calm everyone down before things get out of hand. But the spoilers make it clear that this isn't something Liam can fix easily. He might be stuck between Hope and Steffy again, which is the one place he has been trying to get away from years. That's why Liam feels like the story is dangerous even before it starts. He has been through this cycle before, and the spoiler report makes it clear that this latest fight could bring back bad memories of everything he has already gone through with Hope and Steffy. Steffy's move to put hope for the future being put on hold again will obviously upset Hope, but it will also affect her personally because Liam is the one she can turn to for emotional support. He might give her a pep talk and tell her that things will work out one way or another, but the more he comforts Hope, the more likely it is that Steffy will see him as a part of the problem. The real problem is that Hope might not want to just complain. The spoiler says that Katie Logan Spencer could get Hope to leave Forrester Creations and join Logan with Dickie Sharp. That changes everything. If Hope decides she had enough of Steffy's latest power move and talks toward a rival fashion house instead, Liam finds himself in a very different kind of conflict. It's not just a friend or an ex-husband comforting his ex-wife, it turns into a family feud, a business war, and a test of loyalty all at the same time. That's when the anger starts to grow. Hope might think that Steffy should be thankful if she leaves, especially since Steffy has already kicked Hope out of the company once before. If hope for the future is being sidelined yet again, Hope could easily decide that there is no reason to stay and keep talking the blows. That reaction makes perfect sense in that context of the spoiler story. If Forrester has no future, why should Hope keep giving the company her time, energy, and patience? The spoiler setup says that the answer is that she might not. She might be ready to move on. But if Hope walks to Logan, the backlash happens right away. Steffy is likely to complain about Hope working for a competing fashion house, especially one that Forresters already don't like. That means that the old problems aren't just personal anymore. They are also business related. The spoiler report says that Steffy might call out Hope for being disloyal and disagree with whatever new line Hope comes up with. Steffy might think this is another case of Katie using important Forrester names to get ahead. Like she did it with Eric, Steffy can use this as an argument. Hope's possible move is not only annoying, but it also hurts the Forrester brand. Liam's situation is so uncomfortable because he isn't just an outside observer. The spoiler says that Steffy might tell Liam to talk to Hope and get her to back down. That puts him in the exact spot he hates the most, being asked to referee a fight that has ruined his life more times than he can count. Steffy will think Liam is trying to undermine Hope if he tries to comfort her. Hope will feel alone if he tries to help Steffy. Both women might see him as a coward if he tries to stay neutral. There is no easy answer, and the spoiler makes it clear that Liam will be the one who has to deal with the mess. This is why the story feels less like a new problem and more like an old one coming back to life. Liam has been stuck in Hope and Steffy's drama many times over the year, and the spoilers say this time will be a particularly unpleasant reminder for the past. He knows what will happen if he tries to settle things between them. He also knows that The more emotional the conversation gets, the less likely it is that everyone will listen to reason, and the more likely it is that they will hear betrayal. Liam's worst nightmare is being stuck between the two women are having to deal with their disappointment when neither of them gets what she wants. The Logan angle makes things even more interesting because it gives Hope a real choice instead of just a complaint. Katie may be the one who opens the door, but Dickie Sharp is also in the picture. This means that this isn't just about Hope moving from one office to another. Steffy sees it as a rival threat right away. And it could be the start of a new creative era. If Hope follows Katie, Steffy will lose control of the problem in the most annoying way possible. Hope won't just leave, she will join a competing fashion house and take her ideas with her. That kind of move can turn a small annoyance at work into a full-blown family war. The spoiler also makes it clear that Steffy might be especially upset if Hope's new job looks too much like Hope for the future. Hope might still make a line that annoys Steffy. Even if she cannot use that exact name, that would give Steffy more reasons to complain to Liam and possibly force him to pick a side. Steffy would see Hope leaving Forrester for a rival line as more than just a job change. It would feel like a challenge to the family itself. The spoiler says that Hope is about to go away, which means that Liam has no chance of staying out of the middle. This is where the emotional irony really gets to you. Liam might actually agree with his wife and not try to talk Hope out of what seems like a great chance. That would be a mature and respectful thing to do, and it would make sense if Liam thinks Hope should be able to choose her own path. But if Steffy wants him to step in, this would go against what she wants. The spoiler says that this could make Steffy angry and cause problems between her and Liam as well. Liam might think he is doing the right thing, but he could still let both women down in different ways. That is what makes the story feel like a soap opera. No one is being asked to do anything easy. Hope is trying to keep her pride after being put on the sidelines again. Katie might be trying to give her a better life. Steph is trying to protect her business and her power. Liam is trying to stay out of the way of the most powerful emotions in his life. He tells Hope that everything will be fine and he tries to stay calm and supportive. But the way the story is set up makes it seem like the calm won't last. One cue, one hold is all it takes to bring back old grudges in everyone. There is also a deeper symbolic meaning to the rivalry. Steffy might think that Hope's move to Logan is proof that Katie is once again using famous names from the Forrester orbit to help her start a competing business. In this world, that's not a small insult. It directly goes against how Steffy sees the family business and the roles that go with it. If Hope goes to work for someone else, Steffy might think that the Forresters are being used, made fun of, and forced to watch their own legacy get repackaged with a new logo. Steffy would take that kind of complaint all the way to Liam's door. So the future here isn't just Liam comforts Hope. Liam is becoming the unwilling link between two women who may be going in different directions. Hope could be leaving Forrester, Katie could be helping her get to Logan, Steffy could be calling it betrayal, and Liam could be the one who has to explain why everyone is doing what they are doing without making anyone mad. That cannot happen, which is why the spoiler says Liam may be in for some bad news. This time he won't be able to get away from the fight between Hope and Steffy. He could be the most reasonable person in the room and still be the one who has to pay for everyone else's mistake. Hope might not leave Forrester completely right away, but she might make the line that is different enough to make Steffy suspicious anyway. That would be a wonderfully messy middle ground because it would let Hope say she's not looking for a new chance, while Steffy could still say she is taking Hope's spirit for the future and giving it a new home. In that version of the story, Liam gets stuck not by one big choice, but by a feud that builds up over time and makes every conversation feel tense. Steffy could see even this simple support for Soap as a betrayal. That's why this spoiler story works so well as a setup. Steffy's choice to put hope for the future hold again sets off the chain reaction. Hope talks to Liam about her problems and looks for comfort. Katie might come in with a new chance for Logan. Steffy doesn't like the idea of Hope working for a rival house. Liam is torn between being loyal to his wife and feeling sorry for Hope. At the end of it all, he is once again in the same place he hates the most, the middle of a war he cannot end. If the story goes the way the spoilers say it will, Liam's miserable future won't come from one big fight. It will come from the constant, slow pressure of having to pick sides while also trying to protect everyone's feelings. Hope might see a chance of leaving. Steffy might think the move is a betrayal. Katie might see a chance to start something new, and Liam might only see the same old nightmare coming back. The spoilers warning is clear. The fight isn't over, and Liam will be right in the middle of it when it gets worse. And this is exactly where Liam's story stops being about love and starts feeling like a quiet trap closing in on him. Because no matter what he says next, someone is going to hear betrayal in it, and that's the part he never seems to escape. I actually think Liam's biggest mistake isn't choosing sides, it's believing he can avoid choosing at all. And in a situation like this, staying neutral doesn't protect you, it slowly pushes both sides away. Because think about it. If he supports Hope, Steffy feels disloyalty. If he supports Steffy, Hope feels abandoned. And if he says nothing, both women feel like he failed them. That's not a triangle anymore, that's pressure from every direction. And here's what really stands out to me. This isn't just about a fashion line being put on hold, it's about respect, control, and old wounds that were never fully healed. Which makes me wonder, is Hope finally done being patient? Or is this just another emotional reaction she might regret later? And even more importantly, is Steffy protecting the company or pushing things so far that she creates her own biggest rival? Because my honest prediction, if Hope walks toward Logan, this doesn't calm down, it escalates first. And Liam won't just be stuck in the middle. He will be forced to take a stand whether he wants to or not. And when that moment comes, that's when everything could break for good. So what do you think? Should Liam finally choose a side and accept the consequences? Or is there still a way for him to step out of the cycle for good? And if Hope really lives, is that her freedom or the beginning of an even bigger war? Because something tells me this time the middle ground Liam always hides in might disappear completely.